What is fear? How can you handle fear? And how can you overcome it? I'm going to be explaining exactly in this video what fear is and exactly how we can begin to overcome fear. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe before we dive into fear. But fear essentially is an emotional reaction or response to an external stimulus or stimuli. Effectively what happens is, let's say I was scared of the 9 of hearts. I always have cards in my room. I don't know why, I just love shuffling cards. If I was scared of the 9 of hearts, I don't know what card that is. As soon as it turns round, it scares me. Obviously, I'm not scared of the 9 of hearts. I don't think anyone's scared of a card. You may be. If you are, fair enough. We're scared of different things. But effectively what happens is the external stimulus is perceived by my being. Once I perceive the external stimulus, I then go into my brain, find a memory to remember why or what this makes me feel. Does it make me feel fear, love, happiness, or joy? It can be anything. And this is the reason how fear works. Now that is a silly example, and I will get into other examples just to really and truly explain fear. But effectively what happens is your body is actually trying to protect you. Fear puts your body on high arousal, which actually activates the fight or flight response, activated in the amygdala of the brain to say external stimulus to the amygdala, fight or flight. Do I want to fight? Do I want to run away? Do I want to, whatever it is? Do I want to even freeze? Because your body and mind thinks you are in a perceived danger. Now, we need this. If I run up to the edge of a building, it makes sense for me to stop so that I don't fall over the edge. It makes sense for me to do that. But what doesn't make sense is when something isn't actually going to harm me or put me in real danger and the fight or flight response is activated and I start to feel the emotion of fear. Because fear is just a feeling. So look at it this way. The same thing, the external stimulus can be the exact same thing. Two different people can have completely different emotional responses. So is the thing actually the issue? No. The issue is the response to the thing. For example, this is a better example. If there's two people going skydiving, one person could be enthralled with enthusiasm saying, I can't wait to do this, this is going to be the best day of my life. Whereas the other person is just like, in freeze. They're not even flight, they're just in freeze and they're like, don't know what to do. Reason being is they can't actually understand or perceive a different emotional response because they have only experienced the fear from this specific issue. If it's skydiving, it's most likely heights. That's most likely going to be the issue. Now, there could be other things associated with this, but let's go with heights just as a generalization. They had an experience when they were younger which caused this fear of heights, and now they cannot even look over the edge of a building. So going skydiving is just putting them into complete freeze. They don't know what to do. They just stop. That's what really begs the question is it the thing that is causing the fear, or is it the way we perceive the thing that we are going to do? Whether that's speaking, whether that's spiders, whether that's snakes, whether that's dogs, whether that's like speaking to other people, speaking in front of people, whatever it is that is the issue is not actually the issue. The issue is how we, as a person, respond to the thing that's going on. Because what happens is you are presented with the stimulus. The brain, in its magical, mystical ways, goes into your hard drive of your mind and finds past experiences that have happened. Okay, so when I was 5, I was bitten by a dog. Therefore, to protect me, every dog that I come across must be trying to attack me and must be vicious. Now, if you hear my dog playing, she sounds very aggressive, but she's just playing. So to anyone who has a fear of dogs or has had a fear of dogs, you will immediately think vicious or scary because of your past experiences of being bitten by a dog. Does that mean that the dog is actually scary? No. Dogs bark, and that's just different to how humans talk. We don't bark, we talk, we speak words, we say what we're trying to say, whereas a dog can't physically do that. So the only way of them to communicate is to bark. And this can sound vicious to someone especially who has a fear or a phobia of dogs because of their past experiences. Now, on the biological and the spiritual scale of things, so science and spirituality, fears can be passed down genetically and also through past lives. This is going to be a very minuscule number of fears that come through, but for example, let's say, and this will depend on your beliefs, let's say in your past life you drowned, you may have a fear of water. This is going to be possible. Let's say in your family there was a fear of something specific, I don't know, fear of water, again, that can be passed down genetically, but like I said, this is a very small few. Most of our fears are going to going to be from our past experiences. If you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post, so that I can post more and I can give you more ways to clear your fears. So my question here, what if, bear with me a second, what if we changed the feeling that you had towards the stimulus? What if what used to cause you fear now causes you confidence, now causes you courage, now causes you to be the strongest, most courageous, most confident version of yourself? What would happen if you did that? It'd be great, right? Now that's exactly what I can help you do. So if you want me to help you do that, schedule in a quantum reading. We can go through that, we can clear those fears and really get you to where you want to be. Because the biggest thing that stops a lot of people from achieving anything they want in life is the fear of doing it. The fear of what people will think. The fear of doing something that is unknown, of what the outcome is going to be. So if you want me to help you clear that very quickly, in a matter of 30 days, send me a message and we can do that. Well, either send me a message on Instagram or schedule in a quantum reading. Because when you look at the science of it, what happens is, I'm going to use my microphone as an example. Stimulus is here. Immediately, energy goes to the amygdala of the brain and says, okay, what's my past experience with microphones? Okay, microphones, there's nothing wrong with microphones. Therefore, I'm not scared. It's not going to even cause me any type of emotional response whatsoever. Therefore, I can touch it, I can do whatever. Now, imagine if this was a snake and it was up at me and it was like, oh. This snake was trying to get me. Or my immediate thought, even though I don't have a fear of snakes, is going to be, is this a venomous snake? Let's say I'm in Australia, is this a venomous snake? Could this actually bite me? Yes, it could bite me. Is it venomous? It could be venomous. I don't know this yet because I don't know too much about snakes. What is the most logical reaction to do? Get away. Because if there's a venomous snake, it bites you, it could kill you. So I'm not even going to risk that. Once I know that let's say it's a pet snake that someone has and they put it around your shoulders, once I know that that is a friendly enough snake to a degree, then that causes my mind to be settled. Because what happens is, past experience with snakes, I haven't been bitten, so I don't have a fear of snakes. So if I know that the snake is actually going to be safe, and it's not a wild snake, just like you wouldn't go up to a wild fox and just start trying to pet it, you just wouldn't. I mean, I personally wouldn't, you might. Because I know that they're wild. They are effective, they literally are animals. They will do whatever it takes to survive. They're living in survival. Whereas a house snake, someone that owns a snake, feeds it, it is trained, it is picked up by people a lot of the time. So I know that that is not going to cause me any danger. Whereas the first immediate response is that could cause me a physical danger. I could be in danger. So naturally I'm going to take a step back. But when I start to realize and assess the situation and rationalize it, then I can make these shifts. Now, if you have an emotional response, being rational isn't always an easy thing to do, because emotion, if there's a fight between emotion and logic, emotion will always win. No matter what, emotion always wins. So if there's the snake and the emotional response is, I've been bitten before, never going to touch that again. The rational mind is like, yeah, I know, but this is a snake that someone's had, so it's not gonna, and emotional mind's going, no, I'm not touching that snake. But this is a house trained, no, but this is a house trained snake. No, I'm not touching that snake. And a great example is this video here where Robert Irwin gave a snake to Kevin Hart, or tried to give a snake to Kevin Hart, and he just refused.
All right, Kevin, this is LeBron.
His emotional mind won. It won in that case. Now, when we can start to face these times courageously and we can actually combat them with rationality and we can remove the emotional response, which is exactly what I can help you do. I realised we didn't need the mic there anymore. That was part of the snake analogy. Then your alertness can change to rationale from emotion. Because effectively what happens is when the emotional response hits, your body goes into that heightened state of arousal, which creates the alertness, which puts all of your focus and intention on what could kill me. Because effectively, without realizing, our subconscious mind asks us 3 questions, and they're not going to be completely irrelevant. One of them is, will this kill me? Can I have sex with that? Can I eat that? They're the 3 questions that the body will naturally always ask. The subconscious mind will always ask, will it kill me? Can I have sex with that? Can I eat that? Because that is the natural survival instincts of human beings, or of animals in general. And you can even see this in the wild. You see a deer running away from a tiger, or a deer, or what they called gazelle running away from a tiger, because the gazelle knows that it's no match for a tiger. The tiger is going to rip it to shreds regardless. So its response is, that can kill me, I can't eat that, and I definitely can't have sex with that. I'm out of here. And that's effectively what happens in life. So if you've made it to this far and towards the end of the video, I want you to ask yourself and put it in the comments below, what is one thing that you are scared of right now? What is that one thing that you are scared of right now? And if you released it, how would it change your life? Answer that question in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe.